So we are going to work with the Whispers of Love Oracle deck tonight. Oh, that was upside down, sorry. Oracle deck. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Elaine. Thank you for saying hi. Hi, Ziting. Sorry, Ziting. Except we've got a new name now, don't you? I'll definitely call you in for that tonight. Orchidia? I'll have to look it up. I haven't had a chance to get onto the computer for the audios. It's been quite a busy week. But I'm also going to talk to you about the upcoming blue moon. And I'm going to show you the blue amber skulls that I have had with me since April. And I know there's so many of you desperate to get your hands on one because they're super rare. But it's the blue moon. So of course they're going to be ready for release this week. They've been collecting all the codes from my one, which I took to Rennes-le-Château, Rennes-le-Ban and Carcassonne in France on the Rose Line to gather all those codes as well. So yeah, grab yourself a cup of tea and we will, or a drink or something, and we will have a catch up. Now I need to find something. I should use my stand. I've got all these stands for doing the videos on, and I am just never organised. So where to start? We have a blue moon happening on Thursday morning, very early in the morning. It's a super moon. What that means is it is close to the earth. So any healing will be super amplified. So this is what the supermoon means. The blue moon is because we've had one on the 1st of August when I was in France, and we're having one on the 31st. This is in the UK. It'll be slightly different. If you're in America, it'll be your 30th. And doesn't happen very often. Two full moons in a month. It's a blue moon. I don't know why they said call it a blue moon, but once in a blue moon is the expression. So yeah, it's a super rare event to have two full moons in a month. But that's not really astrological. It doesn't mean much. That's just a human concept because the Gregorian calendar, of course, is a created calendar that we follow by. But what's important is it's a super moon. So I have released the workshop schedule. You can book that now. It's on instant healing. So we're going to be shifting our blocks to instantly healing, and that can be physical healing, thought form healing, relationship healing, life healing, whatever. We can actually change things instantly. It might take a while for things to unravel, but we can actually instigate instant healing. It's just that most of us don't because we're not in the flow. So we work with Archangel Raphael. He is the powerful healing angel, green ray angel, and Master Serapsis Bey, who is an Egyptian high priest and Atlantean high priest. And he's the quotient of the third ray of light. And so he's a really powerful ascended master. And we're really going to be, if you choose to come along to the course, but you can, always use my information through the channeling to work yourself with it. That's fine too. Obviously, I offer a live recording. And I usually just offer an opportunity for people who are in the workshop live to get any personal guidance they need. But it's a blue moon. So I'm actually putting an option in for a personal message as well, if you want to have a personal channeled message from Archangel Raphael. Now, when I set the business up, when I started doing the full moon workshops 11 years ago, I started doing full moon workshops. I used to give everybody in attendance a personal message because they made the effort to come along into the art. And then I started to do oracle messages for those doing it distantly because more people around the world started doing it, and technology, telecommunications wasn't what it is now, and we couldn't do live transmission. So I did personal oracle messages, and then I changed it to everybody got a personal message. Until lockdown, I did it for many, many years, that everybody got a personal message. It would take me the whole week because it's actually really tiring to channel for people you don't know, tuning in, connecting. And it's just 1 to 2 minutes, but the amount of information you can get in such a short period of time can be life-changing, and so many people reported to me the difference in their life with just getting a short message. So, but it was super time consuming for staff, so I've had to factor in basically like an admin fee for involves, I mean, to actually get workshops out to you, it involves 5 staff members. They all have different jobs they have to do. And so there is an extra fee if you want a personal message, because not everybody does want a message, and that's their right as well. So you could just do the course if you wanted. So that's on the website. The sooner you book it, the sooner you get your message. It will take me a while because over 21 people have booked already. So that's going to take me a while to get through all of them already. So the sooner you book, the sooner your message will come through from the deity, in this case, Raphael. So tonight we're going to be working, of course, with, so that's on Thursday. Initially I said I was going to do it on Tuesday, but I was a day out, and then I can't do Wednesday, see, but actually Thursday is the full moon day. It's just early in the morning. I want to do it closer to the portal, but it is what it is. And I've realised that my work has to fit in with my lifestyle now. I bust a gut for years to give the most perfect service for the deities of light that they requested, but actually physically it was really taxing on my body, so I have to start putting myself first a bit these days. So most people will be doing it on the Thursday. That is the day. So let's talk sale as well. My sale is on. Summer sale. I know you've been all waiting for it. There's over 500 courses, maybe 600 courses and meditations that are all half price. Summer sale. So that is running till about the 10th of September. If you want help choosing any, some of you have reached out and that's been really good. I can advise on courses for you. But do have a look, because you'll be amazed how much they change your life. My aim is to do one a day. So I just did one of my very earliest ones. Before I was trained as a sound healer, so I wasn't playing the bowls. I had some chimes. But it was mostly just the elements. So we were in the fairy yurt, the wind was blowing, and it was an abundance one that I was guided to do. And it was generosity. It was the generosity one, shifting your blocks to generosity. Because when you're not able to give and be generous, then the universe doesn't actually provide for you either. You can get drained as well from it. So it was a really interesting course. I just listened to the meditation and a bit of the teachings, because always when I do the full moon workshops, I'm bringing through a lot of teachings as well. But I will write up a little blurb about that. But what was really interesting was I had an ancestor, a female ancestor. Now, I probably channeled this course. It was one of my earlier ones. This is maybe 2014 one, I would think, 2013. So we're talking nearly 10 years ago, and I still got a massive hit going back into the portal of that time. But I had a female ancestor who had been too generous. She'd given everything away. And so there was a fear, and I'm actually, most people will tell you I'm actually a really generous person. I'm very generous with my time. I'm generous with gifts. But there was just a frequency still running through my matrix that could be gone, and it was a fear of over generosity. And actually that doesn't matter for me at this point in this lifetime. It was what the angels showed me was that I didn't have the divine perspective on generosity. I wasn't in the purest form of the vibration of generosity. So you can be too generous. If you're giving away all your energy, giving away all your money, giving away all your worldly possessions, then you're not nurturing yourself. You're not looking after yourself. And we have to look after ourselves. Number one priority. We're just programmed the other way, because that was an Anunnaki programming. So because this ancestor had done this, I don't know this ancestor. It was long ago through my female line. And I thought it was really interesting, because tonight we are working with the past life crystal skull, Zooranka. So it's quite big skull, quite heavy because it's hematite and red jasper, if you don't know ancestralite. And so we're working through our ancestral line tonight on our female ancestral line. So we're going to get a clearing to clear any blocks. So obviously this is, I walked a labyrinth, I was working on abundance this afternoon, and then I was guided to do that abundance one. And then the focus is there's aspects within our DNA from our ancestral feminine line that is dormant, it's not switched on. And you could have all these gifts and talents from your female ancestors. They're wishing to gift them to you. They're just dormant knowledge that you are carrying because your mother didn't pass on the stories, or your grandmother didn't pass on the stories of your family. And you might not know anything about your family. You might not know anything about your heritage and your lineage through your DNA. And that is what we're working on tonight at 9 o'clock. So you've still got plenty of time to book if you want to receive all your female ancestry knowledge, working with Zooranka. And Thursday will be the masculine line, your through your father's line, so through the male line. So that'll be on Thursday, and tonight we're working with that. So because we have the full moon, and the full moon's running on, actually, there's a point, I haven't advertised it. I think I'll do it on Wednesday. I'll do it for Wednesday. So on the eve of the full blue moon, and then you can have the workshop. So the workshop's going to be later because my son has shinty practice. Shinty, which is piano teacher who's English. You only get shinty, it's a sport. It's only played on the west coast of Scotland. And it's, I sent her a video of what it was because she didn't know what it was. It's like field hockey, but on acid, she said. They're allowed to swing higher, they have to wear helmets, and it is a bit more vicious. So he has practice 6 till 7, so we're starting at 7:30. So it'll be 7:30 till 10 o'clock. That's the slight difference as well for this full moon. Now, I should have got myself some water, but I didn't. So I'll do, Oriel's very brave playing shinty. Kay, I think I'm a brave mother letting my son go and play shinty. He's had 2 practices. He scored a hat-trick on his second practice last week. Coach got in touch to say, could he buy a stick and full kit so they can actually play him. So they want to play him in the team already. I'm like, oh, okay. So, shinty. If you've never seen shinty, Shinty, just put in Shinty Cup Final, Calmanach Cup. Calmanach's quite hard to type, so if you put Shinty Cup Final into YouTube, it will come up. So yeah, we've got the skull healing tonight. It's £12.50 energy exchange. Don't forget, unfortunately, if you're in the UK, you have to pay VAT on everything. If you're in the rest of the world, you don't have to pay any value-added tax. So check that out. So that's the healing that is happening tonight at 9 p.m. I'm really excited. The skull healings have really intensified. I felt so ill on Thursday, really ill. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I did that snake healing, Kasara snake healing. Next day, I was transformed. I just had no pain. I could get loads done. I was just well. I was able to exercise. It was fantastic. So literally that hour for quite a small energy exchange can change your life. Don't underestimate the power of these crystal skulls. Yes, thank you, Susan. Very brave. Well done. It's hard as another to let them do these things that are intense as we worry. Yeah, what I do, Delia, is I just ask the angels to protect him. And I just say, Archangel Raphael, protect him, Archangel Michael, and I have every faith in the angels. It doesn't help, though, that his football team, so he's the reserve goalkeeper. So he's the goalkeeper for the B team. But they went off to Islay, which is an island, 2.5-hour sail. Goalkeeper broke his collarbone. Not for our team, but for the team on Islay, which means coming onto the mainland possibly to see a hospital, because there's no hospital on the Isle of Islay, except probably a little accident emergency. So I'm wondering now if the coach will decide to take 2 goalkeepers for each match, just in case he's dealing with a broken leg. Oh, brilliant, Liam. Welcome, come along. Yep, female ancestor gifts. I mean, maybe you are Scottish Highlands. Maybe you have got a white witch or a seer or, somebody who read the crystal balls, and that's why you're amazing with the crystals. And there's loads of gifts that could help you with your business and can help you with your life to feel happy, but also to clear up anybody that's unhappy in your ancestry. So the first 20 minutes is going to be a clearing, and then the next 20 minutes, I can't remember, the first 20 minutes is going to be clearing female ancestry blocks through your heritage. So anything that's playing in your life that's caused by female ancestry issue, then that's going to clear, and then there'll be the gifts and the talents coming through, and then it'll all be fully activated. So I am very excited. I do think my magical abilities come down through my father line. My granny used to be like, oh, go away and play with the sprites in the burn, or go and see the fairies in the bushes. You know, they had a farm, a small holding mill, actually. So I do think that maybe ancestry-wise, I get my sort of magical talents. Yes, you can, Zeeting. That's a very good point. Can we be our own ancestor, like incarnating into the earlier part of the same timeline? Yes, you can. How exciting is that? You could have been in this DNA lineage before, and you're going to get some of your gifts and talents coming through. So hopefully, hopefully you'll get some guidance. Right, I'm going to show you a couple more skulls who want to be shown. This one, she's crying out to find her guardian. All her friends who were carved at the same time found homes probably like a couple of months ago. So I don't know why she is not finding her home. Now, she is a Pleiadian counselor. So maybe people don't understand what that means. It's just that she has got a lot of Pleiadian knowledge she wants to pass on to you and to help counsel you in your life. So if you're stuck, you're looking for inspiration or guidance, then she is the one that is going to help you if you're connected to the Pleiadians. So she is £60, that would be plus £12 VAT, so 72 if you're in the UK. But isn't she just lovely? She's on the website under Star Beings. She's the last rose quartz of this carving style. And all the others found homes, I say, a while ago. And she just said, please show me tonight on the live when I went to pick up the other crystal skull. So if anybody feels the call to give her a home, she is really crying out for her guardian. She's like, pick me, pick me. This is the last one of the batch. I set them all together when they've been carved together, because they like to hang out together. So now for some blue amber. It comes from Indonesia, Sumatran. I can never say that. Sumatran, yes. Now they look black, I know. It's a secret to them. So amber, the orange amber, Baltic amber, is orange, of course. And then you do get black amber. And this does look black, but it's blue. Now, I need to prop it up so I can show you under the UV light. How am I going to do this? Let me just put my phone here because I stupidly didn't put the stand on. Right. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to show for you. Right, so UV light is on. Do you see? So if you have, let's see if I can get the face. If you have, and it's not the UV light that does it, it's, you know how UV works. If I pull it back a bit, does it work for you? Oh, it's not so clear. You can't, can you see it? Oh, it doesn't always show up on the videos, right? Right, if I hold it this way, it's blue. And you can see from the teeth, I think this is probably not the best one. Some of them, see the pinks and the blues, some of them have got, there's 8 of them, some of them have got what looks like brown bits, and that actually shows up pink. But let's see if you can see. So if you had a stand that was a UV stand, I know a lot of you have that, it would show up blue. And if you don't know how the UV works, then it's got some pink bits. And if you don't know how the UV works, then it's just radioactivity in the skull. So, well, Liam, the problem is I have a big torch of it. yeah, I have my proper big torch. Can we find it? I have a proper big torch. So Oringus is like, oh, you can just use my little ones. Because my stand's not set up and I have a big, see, you can see the pink coming in there. I have a big torch, like that size. We can't find it since moving. So it'll be somewhere. So I do have a waiting list from these. People have been waiting and waiting for me to release them. They're £175, but the carving's quite exquisite as well with the teeth, and yeah, I really like it. So I have been sleeping for, I took it to mine to France as well. I've been sleeping with my one for 3 months because it works on the third eye, and oh my goodness, it just really has opened my third eye. I see so much now. My dreams are so intense. I'm going to share one with you. That happened. In fact, this week's been a bit of a crazy week. Yeah, if you want to, you need to send a message, Delia. I'm going to just release them this week. But if you want to, if you do it, because I can't, I'll get loads of messages on here, so you need to DM me is what I'm trying to say. Send a direct message and I'll make sure you're on the preview list. Then, so, I booked a fire visit. In February, and the guys never came. Then our fire alarm went off during the night a few weeks ago. So I contacted them again and said, I never had this fire safety check. So anyway, the 2 firemen actually came this week. And they came into the house and immediately like, no, you've got enough, although it's only 3, it is actually enough legally, you're hitting the legal requirements for this house. It's quite a big house. In our old house, we had a fire alarm in every room. But you can maybe put one in the sunroom because that's where I'm doing all my recordings just now. You've got a lot of like electrical stuff and things, so you could do that. Then 2 hours later, they left. Turns out they like crystals. Both of these men in their 50s, burly firemen. One of them visits the standing stones, feels the energy pulsing. I was just like, okay, 2 spiritual firemen that want to come on my course. I'm like thinking, the world's definitely waking up. It's what everybody said was going to happen. The Great Awakening is occurring. Then I had a dream. That my son's friend's dad, who is the local detective in the police, phoned me and said, this is Detective such and such. Can I come and visit you? And I was like, do I need a lawyer? Do I need legal representation? He went, no, you don't. I was like, have I done something wrong? He's like, no, can I just come and visit you? I was like, as a detective, not as such and such's dad. He said, yes. Okay, you can visit me. Anyway. In the dream, he came with the firearms officer, who I know as well, because he is Odell's scout leader. So Mid Argyll, Loch Alphead, where my son goes to school, is the police station for a vast area. Anyway, they came and asked me if I would do police work. And if you don't know, the police use psychics. They do use psychics. And I don't work for the police, by the way. I've never wanted to do this kind of work. Years ago I was asked, I don't want to do this kind of work. So they came and said, we've got a missing person. Can you help us find this person? And then I woke up and I thought, oh, that was freaky. But what had happened was my son's coat had been in the firearms officer's car all summer holidays because he'd left it at scout camp beforehand, and I'd been walking to the police station to get it because it was in his car. I saw him one day and I randomly told him about me being psychic and how sometimes I get information about murder cases and things like that. I shouldn't have done that. I was just chatting. My mouth runs away with me sometimes because I don't want to do this work for the police. Anyway, on Thursday, my husband came home from picking the kids up going, something big is going down. I just got cut off by a blue light police car racing into the school. Then my son went to Shinty, and apparently the Coast Guard was there, the police was there. This is like 3 hours after the school's closed. It's just a bit of drama. I'm never interested. I sort of blocked it out. Then the next day, I get an email from the overall head teacher of the high school and the primary school, because it's a campus school, saying that we're aware of rumours going around the town. There was no knife threat in the school. I've never heard any rumours, but we live up in the sticks. No child was in any danger. We worked closely with the police, and there was an ambulance there too, and NHS Scotland for educational visits. And my husband's like, if that's how the police are arriving at the school for an educational visit, like cutting across traffic, blue lights, everything blaring, I was like, oh dear, right. Again, thought nothing of it. Then Oriel comes out of school. We both pick him up because we'd been out for a drive. And he's like, oh yeah, so find out what it was. A girl is missing. She ran away from school after threatening people. She had a knife. She didn't have a knife, but she was threatening it, and she's been missing. Some of my friends' parents work in the petrol station, and the police were coming around going, have you seen this girl at night? And I was like, oh my God, there was a missing. They didn't contact me, but I was like, there was a missing person in this area. Nothing happens in this area. And I had a dream 4 nights before. So I kid you not, these amber skulls are making me more psychic than normal. I mean, how freaky was that to literally about 3 nights before the person went missing? I mean, she must be fine. There's no big appeal. The police aren't putting out things. They must have found her. But yeah, I mean, it is ramping up, guys. When we're doing this work, the world's increasing. It's just becoming easier. If you do the inner work, it's becoming easier. So let's get us all guidance for this blue moon week. What time are we on? What the time? How long have we been chatting for? Oh, we've done half an hour. Let us get our weekly message again, because I'm not on the stand. Can I put you down here? Let's see, pop you against the crystal skull that's doing its healing tonight. Yay! Okay, let's do our cards for the week ahead for the blue moon. Blue super moon, so it's going to be a very powerful moon. Instant healing is open for us all. It's in Pisces, the water healing, emotions. Super intense week we're looking at. So if you're not booked on the course and you're just joining, sign up. You can get a personal message option this full moon. Right, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Right, let's tune in to 1, 2, or 3 and put your numbers below. Even if you do not repeat, put your number below, because it gives me an insight. Oh, and we've got an upside down card. Rarely do we get them. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I for sure want to instantly heal my life situation, psychic communication. Great, Z-Ting. I think you're on the list for the Blue Amber Skull. So I will get photographs out. Right, I'm going to tune in. 1, 2, 3. I think they're all relevant for me, because all the numbers are spinning, but it's 1 for me. I've got number 1. Right, has anybody else got number 1? Okay, yay, you're number 1 too. Right, okay. Just let you all get your numbers typed in. Hi Gurpreet, how are you? Hi Zara. Okay, is that all we've got on? Right. Oh, Bob's just realised I'm doing a live. He'll probably fly in soon. Number 1s. Okay, this is your full moon message. Oh, hi Pamela. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth and importance. So that's number 1s. Focus on love, loving yourself. This full moon, instantly heal any blocks to self-love, I would say. Number 2s, the heart of the matter. There is More going on than meets the eye. Recognise what this situation is all about. So something's going to unravel for you this week at the full moon, or this week building up to the full moon, and that you want to get the heart of the matter of something this week, basically something that's been needing properly looked at. Get into the heart of the matter to instantly heal it. Yes, the artwork's by Josephine Walls, who did the front cover for my book, so I really like her artwork. Now, this one was number 3, and it was blocked. Love who you are. So all those who got number 3s, you've still got some blocks in loving yourself unconditionally. And that's what you want to heal this week. You're a divine and wonderful person, deserving all the wonderful things that life has to offer. So, yeah, some blocks there if you picked number 3. So working on loving yourselves unconditionally this full moon, instant healing on that for you all. So hopefully you're able to come along to my super duper full moon workshop. I have to admit, the mast was fixed. We were getting phenomenal speeds. It seems to be fixed. Problem is, it seems to be dropping out a bit. So but we've been fine on this transmission here. Hasn't cut out, hasn't got stuck. So it's just fingers crossed. I don't know what's going on with our mast situation. So we've reported it now. So if there's a problem, it should be fixed before Thursday. But this has streamed perfectly. So I hope that helps you. And, oh, that's another jumping card. How funny, I got told for everybody who's on live, I was like, pull a card for everyone that's on live. Get to know each other. So if you're on live, there's people you're meant to meet who are chatting through my profile. And it's the get to know each other card. So if anybody who's commenting or watching that you feel drawn to reach out to them, reach out, because this is the guidance. You've been attracted to all watch this live for a reason. So I hope that helps you. Right, guys, I am going to go have a bath. Actually, I'm going to write up about that workshop I just did. If you want any guidance on past workshops, ones to do for any situation in your life, do get in touch. How funny, I was just going to send a friend request. Well, there you go, Susan. That was evidently for... Oh, Ruth, how are you? That evidently... In fact, I was just speaking about you last weekend because Elspeth was here. And I don't know what, she was getting moved jobs. And I don't know why. I was like, oh, Ruth works. Is it Kirriemuir you work in now? So I was just telling her that you were in education as well. So there we go, guys. And if anybody does want to adopt this little skull, really keen to find her guardian, Pleiadian healer, then do hop on and I will be in touch with everybody. If MD's interested in being a guardian, they are £175 plus the VAT. They're super rare. Of one of these, I think there's only 8 available. So PM me, because there is, I think, 6 people on the list already. So there's obviously another couple still going to be able to find homes. Assuming that the people see them and they want to have one. So come and join me for your mother healing tonight, getting your mother ancestry and receiving codes from your mother line with Zooranka. And I will see you all in due course. Feel free to share this video with your friends, give them the full moon reading for the super full moon, and encourage them to join skull healing. That would be great. And I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.